3, 2, 1, go.
So, as
That's
you
the story. I hope you could all read it.
very important stuff here. Alright, so at this beginning part, she has to fight, I believe it's 3 battles.
Three grass means. There's a secret herb there.
Herbs are items that are used to heal. She can use that at any point in battle or out of battle.
Yeah, she can only hold one at a time, but she'll be seeing a lot of her buying one, immediately using it, and then buying another one for later. This first mission is kind of different than the rest, because, well, you're getting introduced to quite a few of the game mechanics. So kind of the general idea behind this game is that for each level, you need to defeat an evil lord within 30 seconds who's trying to destroy the world. And for this first one, the timer keeps running until it reaches 0, and nothing you can do to stop it, so game over.
Unfortunately. Also, an interesting thing to note is that every 9 steps that you take, you get a random encounter. So this is,
Mercy killed him.
Yes. Aww. So this is used with a lot of planning. If you saw, she had a certain route before going into the castle. That way, after running to the town, she would be able to get an encounter right away. While you're running, it does not advance your run counter.
Yeah, that means both dashing in on the map and also in towns too.
And running actually changes the battles that you get. So you can manipulate the kind of enemies that you get.
Yeah, so like this level is kind of a parody of the most common fetch quest in all RPGs, fixing a bridge.
Oh man, Gyre would be jealous of this.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, he had to go like rescue a princess and stuff in order to fix the bridge. We just need to get a hammer, and that's it.
Also, you saw that it said, you greater than evil. That generally means that your
level is higher than the evil ones.
Yeah, you're generally going to have a fine time beating the boss.
But there's most of the levels she's not going to do that, actually. She's going to use a combination of kind of having the right equipment and then using herbs in order to be able to beat the evil lords in lower level than she's supposed to be at.
This level specifically, the boss is a bug. And simply put, there's a weapon that's really good against bugs. Also, look at the horse.
The horse lets you... Oh, because we probably didn't mention earlier that when you dash, you lose HP for doing so, and if you have a horse, you can dash without losing HP.
Yeah, the horse is both faster and it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, then certain weapons can insta-kill certain types of monsters, and then the fly swatter she got in that level kills bugs, which improves the boss.
Yeah. So we're about half a level behind explaining. This level, I believe the forest is catching on fire.
This is the first place where the storyline can branch, depending on, in this case, whether the forest burns or not. There's I think there's a cave you can go into and fight a monster that's starting the fire, but the way she's going to deal with that actually is just to pay the time guys to rewind time and then kill the evil lord before the fire burns up the forest.
Okay, so other things that happened there. The forest was the only place that had bug enemies, so she used that to level up really, really fast. She also went and bought some barrel armor and a barrel helmet, which, when you buy something, it automatically equips it on you.
Yeah, it's the same because every time you finish a level, you get a new piece of equipment, and the game automatically equips it on you, but sometimes that's bad, especially if there's a lot of armor that she doesn't want to use because it slows her down, because armor has a weight stat that you want to keep that as low as possible. It affects your movement speed.
And it actually does affect it enough that wearing the wrong shoe, even if it's off by 1 speed, could end the run.
This is kind of an interesting level too, because I think there's one specific second you can go through that cave to get to a secret island, where you can buy a power meal that temporarily increases your level really high, and you use that to short circuit having to grind or defeat the evil lord.
So, as you can see, 2 hits with the fly swatter. The boss
because the fly swatter is basically useless against non-bug enemies.
And
unless
here,
you're pumped up like that.
this specific mechanic is that the tide is going in and out. And so she needs to level up before the tide starts going out. That way she's able to cross and have enough levels to beat the boss.
Yeah. This is kind of a tricky one. Yeah, because she has kind of a close window to make it to the castle, and she fails. She has some stuff to start to push her over that whole run.
I think this next one, isn't this our favorite one?
Yeah, yes.
So
I
here,
could not stop laughing the first time I played this mission.
it's introducing us to the villain known as Cats, which you may know from a lovely video game.
Yes.
Yeah,
For
so
great justice.
for great justice.
And I like to think of that duck there as the Game Boy version of R2-D2.
Okay, here's Cats.
Whoopsie for great justice.
For great justice.
Oh, poor kitty.
Well, multiple.
Kitties.
You haven't explained about RNG.
Oh, that's
I
right.
think we lightly touched on it,
Kind of.
basically. Yeah, because there's you can basically by moving in very specific patterns and also dashing instead of walking on certain steps, she's able to manipulate exactly which enemies she fights.
So,
What order?
yeah, that big guy named Cully, as in Cully, Larry, and Moe, was changing the tides. And
She had to beat him up in order to be able to get to the evil Lord Castle.
come on. That was really close with
Yeah,
that.
I was one level lower than stop dashing.
Also, there are certain tiles that do not affect your step counter. For example, bridges, town tiles. So you'll often see her dash across some of those tiles because they don't matter, and it'll change the art. Well, it matters RNG-wise.
Oh, another thing she sometimes does as part of her RNG manipulation is what's called town warping too, which is where when she's approaching a town, she's holding the OK button. She can enter it a tile farther out than she should be able to, and that just saves this stuff basically, and is part of the manipulation route in a couple places.
So that was Evil Lord, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
The beautiful Evil Lord. And you bring his girlfriend.
His bat who's been turned into a bat. Yeah, so here I know she's going to do some manipulation right at the start to get some specific battles with bandits here to level up as efficiently as possible.
If I did it right, I would get 3 battles with 2 minutes.
Good.
Oh, and we also about dashing too. I don't know if you said that when you dash, you can't get the counters. Oh yeah, and another fun thing too is that you can use herbs at any time, either in the fights or the map, to recover your HP. And if you're in a fight, you can actually use it after you've been killed, and it'll stop you from.
As long as you don't fly all the way off the screen.
If you die too, you get sent back to the start of the map with 10 HP. In the speedrun route, that usually translates into having to restart, but sometimes she's going to do it intentionally too, with death warping.
Okay. Also, there are many levels where you get partners. That one you got Donovan.
Yeah.
Was it Donovan?
Yeah, he's the most useless partner. He pretty much gets killed instantly whenever he fights.
Yeah.
He blows up rocks, though. That's helpful.
Yeah, she had to rescue him in order to take the fast path to the evil Lord Castle.
Well, I got a $50 donation here from Wind Rider.
Okay. Actually, hold on a second. So this mission's kind of special in that it's another branching mission where you have 2 different ways to get to the castle, but she's kind of actually doing both of them because she's taking the long way around and fighting that giant bug with the fly swatter just because that's a fast way to level up, and going back to get on the ship to take that way.
To go where she wants.
This path is fast.
Trying to read a donation in the credits, but I can't talk that fast.
Go.
Just says, good thing I took a vacation this week. I've done nothing but watch the marathon.
I was supposed to clip some stuff first.
Okay, time to quit.
And a $7.50 donation from Whistle that just says Essentia hype!
I believe this is the level where you get the swimmer ring.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the swimmer ring is just like a ring that
It's about an inner tube.
Inner tube, that's what.
Yeah, it lets you. I think it's kind of. It's not. It's pretty much the same between getting that versus getting a ship, as far as how long it takes to beat this this level. But it's really useful for future levels too, because with this swimmer ring you can be free to move water.
He's wearing a robe.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, he's fancy.
You got a problem with that?
I guess royalty comes in all shapes and aquatic sizes.
So remember, she has to be careful with what equipment she uses for each level, too, because a lot of times the equipment is going to substitute for actually being leveled high enough to beat the boss the way you're meant to.
Now, most of the shields that you have actually just changes the amount of criticals that you get against you. So taking it off isn't necessarily going to lower damage, but it will lower.
Speaking of equipment, you just bought a dragon lance which one-shots dragons, which is boss.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
a crocodile.
He's a crocodile.
That's him too.
And so yeah, she was only level 1 when she beat that one just because of the dragon lance.
Yay, swimming.
Like this one has some tides around the around those caves that she has to move in a special way to not get slowed down by.
They only go certain directions. In the right.
Ah.
How many have we completed so far?
Almost halfway done.
Too fast. Okay, 15.
Said almost.
This is one thing I'll never understand about these games. They always restart at level 1.
I was supposed to get the mushrooms first. So I messed up the RNG manipulation on this. I'm supposed to get 3,000 mushrooms.
Yeah, 'cause birds are jerks, of course. Very inferior for grinding compared to mushrooms. Those are supposed to be rats, but I always think they look like drumsticks.
We're getting close to some levels with some really different mechanics as well. This one, for example, does this
I
one
think
have
this
the
one has
outline?
some pretty tight RNG
Yeah.
manipulation right at the start.
Yeah, I got it.
Good, good.
Nice. Because I know she had to dash or walk and then dash in just the right pattern.
Yeah, so that I get mushrooms here.
And also not actually not going to town accidentally when you're able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the town morphing sometimes gets more difficult.
Ah. Okay.
You know what? I think I forgot to buy it. Okay, we're gonna start this over. I forgot to buy it.
Welcome to Half Minute
See,
Hero.
there I did it again. I entered the town when I didn't want to. I forgot to buy that last time.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. More success this time.
Yeah, those penguins did his damage. Yeah, that was good.
That was better.
One of the
So-
interesting mechanics in this game that I recall is that every time you rewind time, it costs more money, right?
As you notice, she does have a shield on right now. It's the spike shield. That increases
Attack power.
And this is the avalanche level. She is hoping to not get hit by the avalanche.
If you get hit by the avalanche, you lose all your equipment and have to fight the boss in your underwear.
Oh, you got a mammoth.
Yeah, she wants to get mammoths for leveling because they're faster to kill with more experience than the other enemies. I don't think there's really pretty much barely any levels where she needs to rewind time more than once in her route at all.
Yeah, this one I do because after the avalanche happens, lots of happens.
There is some RNG with the actual battles too, beyond what the enemies are, as far as critical deaths too. It doesn't usually matter too much, but there's a couple cases where it can. This is kind of an interesting level because there's no monsters at all, or are there? Yes, you have to go fight a rich walrus. What's the next one going to be? A rich penguin, and a rich polar bear. Remember to actually gain levels in order to beat the overlord.
Their animations are wow.
Those 2 frames are powerful.
Is this one of the diverging levels as well?
No. This is one where you get, like, everyone to join you, or at least you can, but I'm not good.
Oh, that's right. You're going to war.
And for none of the people she's recruited in the route are really that useful. So here she has to destroy these cannons fairly quickly in order to be able to both get to the town that has the weapon and armor upgrades she needs, and then also to the boss.
I'm kind of impressed she's taking out those cannons with swinging her sword.
Yeah. This is a tougher boss actually.
I love the horse against horse.
I like the intro to this guy too. If you actually watch the cutscenes too, where you have this camera just keeps zooming around in parts of it until you finally see the whole thing.
This one here.
Yep. So this is another branching level where you can either, I think, needed to get a key somewhere to open the floodgates to get to the boss, or you can bring the swimmer ring and you have to go basically sell yourself into slavery to this guy in order to get permission to use his private beach to swim across to the evil lord's castle.
That's going to be the best way.
Yeah,
I threw a bomb at him
But unfortunately,
Yeah.
she has to pay for that now.
on the next level.
So
yeah, because there are a couple other items other than herbs. Like she just used a bomb, and I think that's the only time she does that in this route. There's a couple other levels that you can do that too.
So this place, everyone's poor, including the bad guys, so you don't get any money by fighting anyone. So you have to go complete some missions. Everyone
You have
loves
to work.
missions.
Yeah, you have to work to get 1,000 gold in order to be able to buy your freedom, basically. You can either just fight these monsters through the cave, or you can break rocks too, and fighting the monsters is a more efficient way. There's actually there's a guy you can talk to that kind of offers you a way out without paying, and if you do that, you actually get a bad ending.
There are a few bad
There's some very silly bad endings you can get in this game.
So luckily, this is both giving levels as well as gold. More of those drumsticks for you, Flexel.
Okay, so now I've got it. Now they'll let me go through the secret passage.
So the gimmick with this level is that there's a volcano that's going to erupt and destroy a town. She needs to just go through some caves and break some rocks in order to stop it. after
To divert the lava.
yeah, but after she breaks the rocks, then she's actually gonna let herself get killed on purpose to work back to the beginning. That looks just like the Mondo Bowl from Earthbound.
Okay, so here's...
So I got both the rocks
Okay, then at this time here, she needs to buy some equipment and then rewind time, because if she rewinds time that goes to before the volcano erupted, and she can't actually buy the sword.
There's no people there before
Nom 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 nom.
No food for him.
Okay, this is an interesting level because there's no monsters at all, kind of like the wealthy animals one. So for this, you need to find a hermit to train you, basically.
And he has turtle friends.
And getting both of these turtles before you go fight the hermit speeds up the rate that he shoots these arrow blasts at you. So you can fight these as long as you want, but you don't actually gain experience until you leave. And then she was basically, I think it was counting 6 seconds using the convenient timer right on the screen there to make sure that she gained enough experience to be able to beat the boss.
Now you can also level up enough in order to fight the hermit.
Yeah, which gives you one of the in-game achievements that each level has 2 of, but that would take quite a while to do.
Yeah, we're fine with that.
We're good with that. So for this one, she needs to meet some NPCs in order to make parts of this swamp go away so that she can get to the boss's castle.
And it's like whirlpools in the swamp that you get stuck in.
The Christmas with all those jellies.
You are helping you, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, at least that hurt. So I got knocked back because for some reason they didn't use the herb when I told them to.
Why didn't you use the herb when she told you to?
yeah, Den.
I'm trying.
So for this level, every certain amount of time one of the bridges is going to the center island gets broken. So she's throughout she's using fights, battles, she needs to level up kind of on her way around the loop so that she ends up actually just having plenty of time to cross the top bridge before the time runs out. No, she also got another power meal in this mission that pumped up her stats, I think, for like 10 seconds or so, which is plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, there is a segmented run of this game, and that's one of the improvements that she found. It saved a few seconds there.
This is one of the longer levels.
Yeah. Where you get a dragon that you can fly around on, as long as you heal them. Feels like we're playing Final Fantasy V here.
Yeah, at least you're not poisoned.
So yeah, this is a pretty long one, because once you've actually gotten your dragon buddy, you need to rescue some visiting friends, I think these are. And then once she's done that, she does have to level up some more, but she's rescuing the other dragons first, just because she has to. And then the jailers are worth experience that makes the rest of the battles she needs to fight faster.
Now this is a detour.
Yeah, a little detour to get some upgraded boots that boost her attack power, but also make her unable to run away. Which, who does that? Who runs away in RPG speedruns?
Oh, that butterfly manticore.
Yeah, it costs a little bit of time to get those.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Any equipment that you got in previous levels can be used in future levels.
And yet you reset to level 1 every time.
And she got a new shield there, but she wants to stick with the spike shield because it raises her attack power. Because every time you get a new piece of equipment, you automatically equip it. So sometimes she gets new stuff that she doesn't actually want to use. She has to switch back to what she was using before in between missions. So for this one, yeah, she still is the dragon, but there's this wind gust protecting the boss. She has to fight that jerk bird there to make the winds go away. Also, we're fighting Larry from the Bandit Trio, aka Peacekeepers.
Yeah, he turned evil and became a warlord.
Well, he would.
Now we get to fight the Infinite Weapon Lord, which is basically Gilgamesh, who's going to steal all the world's strongest weapons. Here, she's going to be, because you have to get one of two kind of strong weapons in order to be able to beat the Infinite Weapon Lord. she did RNG manipulation to get that giant shark really quickly, because you have to kill that shark in order to get the sea sphere.
Yeah, but it's random. I manipulated it.
It's an adorable shark.
Yeah. This is a fun one too, as far as just how much of it we're skipping. And Silver Sword insta-kills demon-type monsters.
So does the RNG reset when you enter a stage?
Yeah.
Aww.
So you're supposed to take that lady you just met to other parts of the island, but we're just gonna skip it, or go to the revealed Evil Lord's castle and kill him. The end.
She didn't enjoy that tour very much.
No. Yeah, it's time for the final mission now, which is pretty long. So for this, we can get basically all of the recruitable NPCs that we met earlier to join us. I think we do that here, along with needing to find the ultimate weapons and armor.
Yeah, it's the Brave equipment, right?
To port a statue, which makes it so that if you run out of time, you automatically get your time rewound back to 30 seconds.
And we have Donovan for just a little bit that night. Exactly.
He's trying. He's trying.
Brian, don't stop.
I think we're gonna take advantage of this little statue.
Yeah. I'm so glad he tries.
I think the next one to be coming up is my favorite meme one.
Here we go.
Yeah, Mouse Blade.
Such great monsters in this stage.
The lips are so well defined though.
Now I could go fight the final boss, but I'm gonna get some.
Getting the equipment pretty drastically cuts down on the level she needs to be at to be able to kill the final boss. And I think time ends on the results screen after this mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, for these fights here too, she's doing some close micromanagement of her HP because a lot of the tougher monsters she's been dashing into them to speed up the fighting, but there she had to stop dashing at certain points so she keep enough HP to actually without dying.
To make it back to town.
Yeah, oh yeah, because if you get down to 1 HP, you can't dash anymore.
Nice.
Wow. Sub 30, wow.
That's 5 seconds slower than my TV.
You would,
Wow.
wow. Yeah, you would have
One
you
death,
would
no.
have probably got like a 28 or something if you hadn't had to restart that one mission. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Super awesome.
But we're not done yet, because thanks to your generous donations, she's going to be loading her maxed out file that has all of the game modes unlocked, and she's going to be doing Hero 300 and Hero 3 modes.
Hero 300 is sort of a sequel to Hero 30. Well, yeah, because you get frozen in time, and then
Well, it takes place after all of these others. 'Cause there's Evil Lord, Princess, and Knight.
They're all pretty different from Hero 30.
They're all different play styles. Once you beat all those, it unlocks Hero 300. And you actually go and recruit all these previous the Knight and Princess.
But yeah, here you're starting with no equipment at all.
Yeah, and there's no and the time goddess is gone, so you have your 300 seconds and that's it. You can't rewind time.
Yep.
You also have to get through certain parts of the mission by certain time checkpoints too, or else you lose.
Yeah. Do you want to start your timer for this one?
She mostly goes by the in-game timer for Hero
Yeah,
300
come on.
and Hero 3, but you might as well do real time too.
Okay, you ready? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
If it loads.
Yeah.
So there you are in your underwear.
Save world in 300 seconds, easy.
I might be able to get a rabbit here.
Okay, and she has to defeat this giant pot. It does damage when you hit it. It's very evil.
And then each one of these checkpoints between different islands in this world too resets the step counter. Encounters. There's still 9 steps per encounter.
Yeah, so a lot of time if there's going to be a cutscene or a forced encounter, you want to dash to it just because there's no point in walking since it
During this part, she does not want scorpion battles.
No
Those
scorpion.
take a lot of
Now here's the princess. She goes crazy when she holds a crossbow and wants to kill everything.
I like her.
Ah, run away, run
I'll
away.
let the knight take it out for me.
What a good night.
Still underwear though, still haven't got any armor.
So there does need to be a death warp. Taking it a little bit later though would help her get enough gold for what she needs to do here.
Yeah, I need 450 gold. The enemies over there do more reasons here.
Not much you can do about RNG.
Wow. The hitboxes are so small.
As we get reunited with our friend the Spiked Shield. which
The
is
best
attack
shield.
power.
Yeah.
If Spike Vegeta were a shield, he would be Spike Shield.
So again, you see the quick dash over the bridges because those don't affect the step counter. Might as well just run. So she still needs to get brave equipment. Oh, here's the beautiful. I love the giant snakes there. Well, lots of giant snakes.
If you play his mode, the Evil Lord mode, he summons those and he uses those to connect.
And you do have to recruit all these other characters in order to actually be able to get past the checkpoints between each island.
And the bandit trio.
Yeah, Coley, Larry, and Mo. Shen gets no love, I swear. Yeah. Eagle.
Brave Blade.
Yeah, Brave Blade is the best weapon here.
Two mini bugs that she has to fight in these towers here while they're the Black Knight and the Reaper. The third mode, which is able to pass this mode. Alright,
There's not Donovan. He's not in this one.
Oh.
somebody got knocked out. I always just assume it's Donovan. I just
It was
immediately
the
get
evil
knocked
lord.
out.
Brave crown. Nice. And the brave vest right there. So she's pretty much got the best equipment.
That's level 39.
Oh, I'm still on 38.
And here is Ultima Lord. Well, I have a hard time reading it. This Ultimate Lord.
Ah, the snakes are back.
Yeah, but now they're on my side.
Oh. I think the snake's the only one that can reach her.
Okay, so here is the final boss, but no hope. She's dead.
Not very fast. Ideally, I would have died in one hit, but it's kind of hard to time it. You have to time in the previous battle when you heal, so that you have just enough HP to survive the first form, and then you die right away for the second. I took it a little safer because I don't want to accidentally die when I'm not supposed
In
to.
RPGs, sometimes just to win.
And it's time for Dragon Friend again. Yay. Yeah, well.
It was a great 2-second reunion.
Okay, final boss.
So this guy can be a bit of a troll sometimes as far as it's actually that mirror, whatever it is, she's very connected to the game, but sometimes it usually takes 2 cycles, but sometimes it can take 3 if she gets special rage.
Come on. Yeah.
Hey.
All this dialogue.
It's like, I'm sure this story is good.
Okay, you can do time now.
631.
Nice.
This thing is the ending. So here, this is like the true ending.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the see what happens to all these characters that we didn't actually meet because of skipping all the cutscenes and not playing the extra story mode.
That.
If you do, but yeah, if you donate during this game, you can be entered in to win a copy of it on Steam and find out for yourself.
You still have some time.
As well as during the rest of the PC block.
So the knight bought a baguette.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain
Yeah.
the Hero 3 mode?
Yeah. So the next incentive that you were all generous enough to donate for is kind of the extreme version of Half Minute Hero, which is Hero 3 mode. Because normally you get 30 seconds to beat the Evil Lord. In this Hero 3 mode, you get 3 seconds. The rules for it are a little different too, in that instead of 9 steps, it's 3 steps, student counters, and every kind of ground type on the map has unique and predictable monsters. So she has a very specific route she's going to be following to get the levels and money that she needs in order to both be able to rewind time and also buy equipment upgrade that she needs in order to beat the boss.
So I can reliably beat him. Yeah, my record for Hero 3 is 15.75. But the record on SE is like 11 seconds. Around there. But that requires a lot of luck, like critical hits and stuff. So.
Hey, and Essentia.
Aww.
So
What happened to Denton though?
Yeah.
She had to Essentia had to take over.
346. So my record for this is 335.
Okay.
ready for Hero
Hero
3.
3 mode is serious time.
You don't really
too.
need to time this one. We'll just use the in-game time. Okay, hopefully I get it on my first try. Let's see.
Alright, good luck.
So first she needs to get 2 battles in order to get enough gold to go into this town and buy the sword, the gladius right there. Scorpion fight right here. She goes, heals up a little bit, rewinds time. Time to get a little more gold so that she can go further south and get a weapon from here. It's going to be the hero sword. Up north, she needs to go buy a vest, silver mail. Vest, silver mail, I don't know.
That's it.
Oh, and I brought up the computer candy.
Wow. That was good.
Oh my gosh, that is the new PB for me.
Yay!
What a wonderful hero.
You are a speed freak, Essentia.
It was the best 3 seconds of his life.
That's not easy, by the way, too. You mean, it's gonna take you a while to actually beat that mode at all. And how tight everything is.
It's very well planned out. Okay, well that's half minute hero.
Cool, that's it.
Okay,
Wow.
well that was Half Minute Hero by Essentia. Thank you very much. And coming up after a couple minutes worth of ads, we will have Evo Land by Freddy.
And break.
Great job.
Chinese fire.
I'm so glad I got that on my first try.
Yeah.
PB, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's
You
very
almost
good.
PB'd at Hero 30 too.
Jeez, 5 seconds off. That's crazy.
I know, that is okay. So, am I okay to just unplug this, or do you
Yes.
It's PC stuff coming up next.
What's that?
First line of this comment. Loving the run program. It's working. It's slowly infecting.
Oh, I love it. What the heck is Demon Rush?
That's Demon Rush. I just keep hearing everyone talk about it.
Stick around and find out.
I'm ready, pretty much ready.
Huh?
Eagle Land is PC.
Yes.
That's PC block.
Yes, no, it's PC, bro.
So just plug HDMI and it shall work.
Well, we gotta go. Good question mark.
Hopefully Demon Rush didn't cover everything.
What is going on in my nose right now?
Right now,
Anybody else
need to go to mute host
Nope. Studio, what is that?
Open it up.
I know it wasn't 3018. Yes.
I got that before I left. My first I think money was parity. But now we're set. Now we got Cosmic for Cosmic Bus. You're officially the one to wear it after doing it, by the way.
It requires very little time to get.
As long as it works, it'll be fine. Well, I mean, like, yeah, go for the. Try pressing through the opening thing. As long as the controller works, it should be alright. We got some. I don't need a keyboard or anything up there. I'm just sending it. You can also get a knife or something.
Room layout, right?
I mean,
It was when I came in
yeah,
here.
it's fine. Well, no, see, this actually won't work. I just want to show it. That was a joke. That was a good joke.
Yep.
I need to actually return this thing. Think about it.
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm just lounging.
We're good. We're set.
Oh, you can't breathe through your nose when you're wearing
I hope
that.
you realize, by the way, I'm going to be pushing your donation incentive to intro, to do the voice, or to the acting.
Sounds good. Okay, I will.
We
You
want
may
that.
not have to wear that the entire
Okay.
I'm on sometimes.
Everything's here. We look good.
You,
Evil Aid, you, right
You
now.
should just be doing
you've
my
got
com
many.
PC.
you do got some names, yes. Go ahead, turn me on.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Show off some
Turn it.
Need to get a show off more.
We already did.
We already did. You're on it. Huh? We already did.
Oh yeah, ads are done.
Yeah, odds are done.
Yeah, can you turn me on? Welcome back to RPG Limit Break. We're gonna coming up here in just a moment. Will be Freddy playing Evoland, and I'm gonna go ahead and read a couple of quick donations that we got before we start. $5 from Matrix Aaron. I've seen the light thanks to Village Inn. These $5 are for the hype that is Ventus. And we have a $15 donation from Kirito. Love the runs going on, and I've been asking, what the heck is the Demon Rush? I've never heard of that game before.
Yeah. I don't know where this is going.
And we got a $20 donation from Damien P. with no comment.
Yeah, just me knows here. See these on the couch too if you want.
Yeah. If there's room
So
in this,
we
yeah.
are RPG Limit Break, and we are here today to raise some money for the National Alliance on Mental Illnesses. They're a grassroots organization. A grassroots organization that formed to try to make things better for those who are suffering with mental illnesses. And if you don't donate during this next game, you can be entered to win lots of prizes. Actually, we still have the El Gato game capture card, as long as you donate at least $15 by the end of the Lufia run later tomorrow. If you donate at least $5 at all during the PC block that is going on now, you can win a Steam key for either Costume Quest 2, Evoland, or Half Minute Hero. And if you make a $5 donation at all, you can be entered to win a free T-shirt from the Yeti. Someone has created many shirts for RPG Limit Break, very unique designs. They are awesome T-shirts. They're only $11 each, and every T-shirt that they sell, $3 gets donated to Nami. And if you donate at least $25 at all during the marathon, you will be entered into the grand prize, which is to win the RPG Limit Break banner that is hanging on the back wall, which you can still see. No, we have...
Probably still there.
Yes,
That's
thank
that
you.
one right there.
Thank you, Vanna. I mean, Village.
Now, coming up after Evoland, we still have some donation incentives that we'd like to hit, including Costume Quest 2, which has to show off all the combat or usable costumes after the run. It's at $750 of $1,500. You can also name the main character. And then after that, we got the Demon Rush. The infamous Demon Rush. A game you will either regret seeing or want to see over and over again. And you can choose to name any of the characters or file names, but the one we really need is voice acting the intro and the ending.
Yes.
That is at $35 of $200. We need to hit that by the end of Costume Quest, but we also need to hit the ones at Costume Quest 2.
Yeah. Speaking of donation incentives, do we know what category we're running?
I think it's
It is not 100 star. It's not 100 stars. 100%.
80%, and you still have time to put in money for the Chiboko, for killing the Chiboko, which is definitely not a Chocobo, I swear.
Yes,
Definitely
you can
not.
still.
No,
When is
not at all.
when is the cutoff for that?
That'll be near the end, so...
Okay, so you
I'll
still have
let you
at
know.
least an hour, but that is at
Yeah,
0.
like a half hour for 99%.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
We'll get
that
some caught up in some timer.
that is still 0 out of 150. But we do have names. Whenever you need them.
Yep, I'll let you know. It'll be about 5 minutes in, maybe.
Okay.
No, even before that.
You know.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Ready to go. Are you guys ready?
Alright, do the countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.